Concerts are coming back to New York City. Man, Cuomo is a ridiculous person. I I'm not gonna get into politics right now. So New York State has said they're gonna start hosting. They're allowing people to come back and do concerts in person. Andrew Cuomo has basically said that they're trying to thread the needle and come up with a solution to make it fair and safe, but allow people to have concerts again. And I'm gonna say it right now. These thing is gonna spiral out of control, and the concerts are gonna get bigger and bigger, and people are gonna start ignoring things, and it's gonna turn into a mess, and then it's gonna be a free for all, and whatever stuff they've been trying to keep under wraps is gonna be a joke, and I think they're gonna have to cancel concerts again. Because this is the thing: there is pent up demand for people to get out of their houses and go watch something in person. Because of that, it makes sense that whenever somebody hears, "Oh, we're doing a show," it doesn't matter what the price is, doesn't matter what the overall infrastructure is to handle this place, or even where it is. People are gonna come out and go to this thing just because. If it could be the weirdest country banjo band, like people are gonna come out to hear this thing because there's pent up frustration for the last year and what going on 2 months now, and so like this thing's gonna spiral out of control. I'm just looking at it. I can tell it's gonna be a mess. So the other thing that annoys me is that they've made this. He's trying to cater to healthcare workers only. I have family members that are healthcare workers, and I appreciate the profession and stuff like that. But like, come on, we gotta stop deifying people, man. The nurse, the doctor, they're regular people, man. We need to calm down with this thing. They did this at the Super Bowl. They let 8,000 healthcare workers got tickets to go to the Super Bowl, and I was like, okay, and like, as I don't see it as that as big a deal as they're making it out to be. And then, I could be wrong. I could absolutely be wrong and being insensitive, but I talk to my family and my friends that are nurses and doctors and stuff like that, and they're like, "Yo, we don't like this either." I'm like, it just feels weird. They've deified nurses too much. Anyways, I'm getting off topic here. So Cuomo's trying to do some pop up gigs. He said he wants to do 300 by Labor Day, sometime around September 6th. These are things that are sanctioned. But once you open this door, I just feel like the gray area and the underground market is just gonna bum rush this thing, and it's gonna turn into a different beast. And so this is gonna blow up in everybody's faces. You can put money on this, bank it. This is gonna blow up in everybody's face. We'll see how this goes. I'm kind of curious. Like, are you guys ready to go back to concerts? Are you ready to do live shows? I should probably put up a poll on the channel. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. After I upload this video, I'm gonna put up a poll there, and you guys, I'll put the link in the poll in this section, and you guys let me know what you guys think about this. I think a lot of people are itching to get out and start working and doing stuff musically. Creative people have been like, oh man, like it has been a blessing and a curse for creative people because people who are musicians and artists and whatever, it's great that you have time to focus on your craft and create. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything if you can't put this thing forward to the people. So a lot of artists were just sitting on music, their albums that they recorded beforehand that are supposed to come out in 2020, and now it's 2021, and the pressure of like, we just got to get going, like it's mounting up. So I also foresee that a lot of people are just going to start traveling to other states, and if your state's open and you're nearby, just going to go there and try and do a concert or the show or a DJ or whatever. I don't think you can keep people locked up in this kind of manner where they can't be creative and they can't work for forever, and under the guise of I'm going to keep you safe. Like I have questions about this stuff, and I don't pretend to be the end all be all on these things, and I don't pretend to be an expert or even understand what the hell's going on here. There's things I just don't understand. But for me, I think that it is good to question and ask, and as people are just blindly just following along. And my personality and my thought process, I can't do that. Like I need to. I was one of those kids that's like, why, why? And if you weren't giving me good answers, my why was going to become more frustrating, or I'm going to start asking deeper questions about why that doesn't make sense. And that's always been my mentality. I want to know I want to know how things work, and I want to know why they work the way they do. A lot of people in government and a lot of these things, they haven't been consistent with the rules and how they do these things under the argument of we're going to keep you guys safe. And so it's been frustrating watching people make rules like, you have the restaurants that you can put it outside in a tent, which is closed with the roof overhead and sealed, but you can't just go 3 feet indoors and like that's not possible. But you can do the tent. Like, but why? What's different? It's the same thing. I looked at this study from Europe, and I'm gonna link that in this thing too. They did a concert. They had 1,000 people in this concert, and nobody got sick after because it was well ventilated. And it was like people can come up with solutions to do these things. I think it was a little too strict, and I get it. Like I wasn't in a place that had crazy like people dying, dropping dead in the streets. Like I wasn't in a place like that. So I'm more I wouldn't say lackadaisical, but like I'm more relaxed about what is happening here. But people who are in New York, even still with all of the stuff that was going down, and even California, they were still it was too tight. It was too much. And I think there was better solutions. I think that honestly, when people come back and look at this overall thing, there's going to be it's going to be one of those things where we made a lot of mistakes and we didn't do things like there's data now, there's a lot of information, there's ways to help people along. Like everybody made mistakes when this thing got started, and they're continuing to make these same mistakes, and that's driving me crazy. Like it absolutely drives me crazy. But you know what? I want to know what you guys think about this. So leave a comment below. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you would like to support the channel, hit the Teespring store. DJ Keo link is in the description. You can support the channel that way. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and peace out.